All right. Hello, we're live. Welcome back to the Young and Dumb Show. This is episode 9 of the Young and Dumb Show. What just happened? Screen just. All right, that's a little bit better. How's everybody doing? It's been a while. Just haven't found really great times to go live again and talk. And I don't. Again, I don't know why I like scratch myself as soon as I get on camera, but I promise I don't do that much. But yeah, hopefully everyone's been okay. I've been okay. I've done a couple things, going out some places, chilling most, but just took a little break. I'm more active on Twitter, just reacting to stuff and liking stuff than more Instagram. I got to get better at that. Commenting stuff too, but taking it slow. But yeah, that's been a couple weeks since the last episode. Just every day I wanted to go live, I just forgot or something came up, and but here, how we're now we're here. So got some topics to discuss, like same main topics to just kind of review and react to, and then I'll just be scrolling the rest of the time. Hopefully, it won't be too long. Probably a longer episode, but I mean, scrolling is probably gonna take a while. But all right, let's get right into it. So today is Sunday, August 23rd, a week for my 25th birthday. So we'll see when the next week episode comes out. I probably don't want to film on my birthday, but we'll see. Um, so the three topics I want to talk about were in the title, which is the Phillies' current hot streak, talking Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, which I saw a couple weeks ago, but talking about it now, and then Tire Season 3, which I just finished this week. Came out last Friday, uh, last Thursday, Friday, and we finished it over the weekend, and I think Tuesday I finished it. And then also my Talk Reacher Season 4. I just started that. Watched 4 episodes yesterday, and that was pretty solid. So let's just get into the Phillies. Yeah, really crazy. 9 straight since is it the yeah, 3 straight sweeps. I mean, the lucky cornfield might have saved this season. I thought it was gonna be a disaster, going against Aaron Nola, great who hasn't been great up until recently. He's been very solid the past, like, month and a half. Um, and then you go in there against the Twins, who have somehow one of the best offenses in the league. And in a place where you think the balls are gonna be juiced and just went home runs galore, it was just the Phillies for the most part. I mean, I think, Schwarber hit 2, I think Marsh hit 1, that might have been it, but then the Twins had 1, but, yeah, they just had, like, 3 or 4 in the first inning, and that was pretty much it. Nola was dominant, and that's started and he's had, looked good since then, at least 1 or 2 more great starts. So, I mean, I'm a Nola guy, I'm a Nola defender, so happy to see. So yeah, they took the 3 from Twins, which was cool. And the third game of the series was a comeback. Um, they're getting smoked, and Andrew Painter had a rough first inning, but kind of settled in. Um, but yeah, great comeback. I don't know if they scored in the eighth or the ninth, I think, but I don't know. That was last Sunday. So they swept the Twins, then they swept the Marlins, those pesky Marlins, and they just swept the Cardinals. Um, a crazy game Friday with Alec Bohm walk-off triple, just a back and forth game with Luzardo not that sharp, and but I mean, 2 two-run home runs I think was just his issue, but then the offense got his back, and then bullpen up and down, and then yeah, Bohm with a 2-run triple, first and third, and no outs in the 10th, I believe. That's nuts. I mean, Bohm's definitely been one of the catalysts for why they're hot. I mean, he really had a great week since the Twins. So, and I know he's doing batting well over 300 since uh, the All Star break, or since August. But man, it's been great to see. So hopefully they just stay hot and take this into deep in October or maybe early November. So hopefully we'll see. Um, but yeah, and then today, crazy game. I thought they for sure were going to lose. 4-0 going in the bottom, like with 2 outs. Um, then a 3-run double by Sosa. The next batter is Taylor Cruz, RBI single tie game, and then Schwarber with a moonshot for the first walk-off home run for the Phillies in the last 3 years, which is crazy because it's also by Kyle Schwarber, and he crushed it. I mean, 98 up and away, and he just tomahawks at the dead center over everything and just fucking cock shot. I was trying to see if I could get, like, last-minute tickets. I was thinking about it with my family because we haven't been yet. Um, but then I was like, "Oh, man, this is gonna be a stinker." I wish I kinda didn't go. I was like, how happy I guess I didn't go. It's hot, and, they were shut out for 8 innings, and I just randomly saw a bunch of people I knew there just posting it on social media, just them at the game for the first 8, and then 8 innings, and then everyone reacting to the Schwarber home run, which was insane. So, like, of course, I guess I should have went to the game or maybe experienced it, but yeah, that was wild. But, yeah, go Phillies, go Schwartz, go everybody, just keep it up. Just come on, just please let this be the year. I will I will take baseball ending forever if the Phillies finish this off, but just please. Um, yeah. Um, what else? So that was the Phillies. What have we got? 5 minutes in. Okay. So Spider-Man. I mean, it's not as much as the memory of, when I first watched it a couple weeks ago, but I really liked it. I thought they incorporated Jean Grey really well. And it was kind of like the twist that everyone was suspecting just because, she had red hair and they're keeping her secret and mutants are coming and they're hinting that she had powers and like, holy shit. But yeah, I think it was kind of a great way to introduce her. I think Sadie was great. I think the whole older sister thing that died and then that, made her powers even stronger, um, was great. I thought, obviously what was it? Department of Damage Control, the ODC, was pretty obvious that they were villains. And they were kind of villains in the Miss Marvel show too, but that's what I thought it was kind of obvious. I was really hoping it was Mr. Negative. That was kind of something that I wouldn't have seen coming. I was really hoping Daredevil was in it. He's not in it. I just don't know how he's in it. I mean, I always was theorizing that it was going to be um, Peter saving Daredevil from the Hand trying to kill Matt because they knew where Matt's identity and where Matt was. But I guess they might have always known Matt's identity. I don't really remember that from the TV show, but if he's in jail, he's yeah, how should I put this? He'll be easy to find. Obviously he's in jail. He has got no one looking for or protecting him, and he can get away. If he's at his apartment or whatever. But that was not the case, and the Hand had a much bigger part of it in the story than I thought. I mean, I saw a funny meme. It was like, "Oh, the trailer's kind of the whole movie." It was about 80% of the movie, unfortunately. There are some good little secrets in there or that I didn't see coming. But yeah, I thought that would for sure be in the beginning of the movie with Peter helping Matt, and that had nothing to do with the plot. But no, that's in the end of the movie. But it is actually Jean controlling the Hand. If I remember correctly, she's controlling the Hand the entire time that fight scene, which is kind of cool. Um, Punisher, it was really great. Hulk only having one scene was unfortunate, but I thought he was great. Um, but when Hulk is about to like punching Peter, and then Peter, sympathizes with Hulk, is like, "It's me, your friend Peter." Hulk doesn't remember Peter. Hulk never met Peter. Peter met Smart Hulk. Peter met um, maybe Banner at that fight in New York, and then Smart Hulk in Endgame, and in Tony's funeral. And maybe they've had some interaction since then, but they haven't. Raging Hulk has never met Spider Man. I don't know if that was supposed to work, but it didn't. But yeah, Hulk was cool. Good to see strong Hulk again. Punisher was awesome. John Bernthal was great as usual as Punisher as Frank. Uh, Dynamic, and then him actually shooting Peter at the end, I didn't see coming. But a really great scene at the end with Peter and Aunt May. The flashback, I didn't see Aunt May being in the movie was a nice surprise. But then Peter, talking to Jean like, "I'll be your friend. You have me." That was a great scene just to show like part of Peter Parker's kindness, and taking the bullet for Jean. I think he could have just gotten her out of the way, but I guess it means more if he actually takes the bullet. But yeah, and then Frank, messes up, has like that shot of him holding Peter, taking him to the hospital. Like that was a comic shot apparently, which was pretty cool. And then Tim, having that nice scene talking in the hospital bed, which was all pretty awesome and funny. And just kind of looked like it was kind of improvised by Tom and John, based on their relationship in real life, which is awesome. Um, but yeah, I really liked it. I would probably put it in the low 90s. I don't know where it ranks in my Spider-Man movies, but it's definitely to the top. Like I don't like ranking Spider-Man movies is tough because I really think there's only a few bad ones. I just don't like the Garfield 2, even though Garfield's great in it. I really don't like Spider-Man 3, Tobey's Spider-Man 3, even like um but yeah, I put all of Tom's above those. But it's just where you go. I just like tiers. Like I like tiers like Spider-Man 1 and 2 with Tobey, S tier. Spider-Man 3 with him was probably like a D tier. Um Garfield's probably D tier, and then all of Holland's I'd put in B or A tier. I really like them all. Um, glad for that's already at $2 billion, and he's got $2 billion. Him and Zendaya both have $2 billion. I don't even talk about MJ and Ned, that entire thing. Oh, but I thought they had nice. I thought it'd be too early for them to um, remember everything, but having that scene where say or MJ's acting or Jean Grey takes MJ and it's like, hold her, Peter, was great acting and just great twist, and just felt like when Vulture is Liz's dad. But I was like, oh man, I thought it would be too early if MJ remembered, but I kind of like that they don't know each other just yet. But she obviously finds out. She reads his letter while she's with Frank, and then or Frank's place, and then he takes her back. He says, heartbrokenly, like, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. But then, she lets him hang out with Ned again, and they have a good time, and just interact like they have been for years. And that was Peter definitely needed that. So the ending where Peter sees Ned at the coffee shop or whatever, the bodega or deli or something, and does the handshake. It's like, oh, Peter. I don't think that's where Ned remembers him. I think it more like, oh, MJ said that Peter's name was Spider-Man, and I remember us hanging out, and you kind of sound exactly the same, and that, but I don't know. Peter, I do think it's weird that Peter was so obsessed with them. Like, so I don't want to get too crazy, but I did like write like a fantasy story of what I would have done with Spider-Man after uh, Spider-Man 3, not remembering them. Getting a call. I'll ignore it. Hello. Hello.
Hey, I got an email that you might have a credit scored now.
Okay.
Can you check? Because I'm going to jump on that idiot tomorrow if you do.
All right, I'll check.
Bye.
All right, see you. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. Just calling for my dad, making sure everything checking in. But yeah, still not into the house yet, but we're trying. We're trying. Maybe even found another place too, which is good. But we're trying. So yeah, back to Spider-Man. Scorpion, good. Um, yeah, I don't think Ned remembers Peter as Peter from. All right. Like the long friendship, just like Peter from the beginning of the movie. All right, so back. So if where I would have took Spider-Man after um, Far From Home, that's the third one, right? No Way Home. No Way Home is Peter's be Spider-Man for a little bit, realizing that there's new heroes around the New York City with the Thunderbolts and um, Kate Bishop and Elena and still Doctor Strange, or not Elena, Miss Marvel, who's around Jersey City, New York, and it's just like, all right, well, I I'm choosing Peter Parker. The universe chose Spider-Man. I'm choosing to be Peter Parker. So he um, goes to college, gets a couple jobs, works for uh, Octavius as like a mentor from his college. Works with the Connors, which would have been at his college. OpsCorp is, coming on the up and up. I would have had OpsCorp buy Stark Industries, but it doesn't look like they're going to go that route. I mean, you have to have OpsCorp. You can't have OpsCorp without Peter Parker, but that's just eventually coming. So hopefully that's soon. That's what I would have just done. My secret, what I would have Norman look more even scumbag is that Norman made his money. He was a failing scientist, and obviously, unfortunately, you have to. I would do the right route where he hates Tony Stark and just kind of like Mysterio, where either was fired by Stark or just always like Hammer, got humiliated by Stark. And then what he would do so he survived the blip, and what he would do during the blip is just steal from people's houses that were blipped away, and just sold everything, just sold to make himself rich and just grow his company. That's what I would have done, and just sell people's valuables that were blipped away, just to building his own empire. Then him buying Stark Industries, and then just turning into OpsCorp. But that's unfortunately not doesn't look like what they're going to do. But that would be pretty cool, in my opinion. So anyway, he meets Harry and Gwen at college. He's kind of moving on with his life. Maybe even a real Mary Jane, but probably not. Unfortunately, probably not. Then yeah, he stops being Spider-Man, and he's just moved on with his life. There was a hint. I don't think it was a hint of Gwen Stacy, but just a blonde girl at his hotel in his apartment building that took an interest to Peter, and then him immediately moving away. I don't know why he's got to do that. Just like move on, dude. But maybe he just wants to pretend he still doesn't exist to everybody else. But yeah, Peter's focusing on being a getting his degree and being a scientist, but um, in the background, and the Young Avengers are being formed, and with I think Yelena, I would do Yelena, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, America Chavez, and Cassie. Probably not Shuri, but I would have done Shuri. Oh, and Ironheart. Um, if Shuri wasn't Black Panther, I would do Shuri, but um, I don't probably not, you shouldn't. Doesn't make any sense now, but that's what I would have done. Plus Peter, plus Hartley, sorry from Iron Man 3 is working with, was it Sword or Shields, whatever exists now, and then but Nick Fury like kind of helping them from the background. But what I would also done is Peter, when Peter first starts being Spider-Man, he gets in contact by Nick Fury like far from home, and he's like, "Well, how have you been Spider-Man for so long, and I don't have any idea who you are? I found out, these guys' identity. Why have I had no record of you?" And he just tells him the truth. I just got erased from identity, and then he's talking about the Avengers Initiative and so on. Um, but yeah, but he decides he don't want to be Spider-Man, but he will keep that group intact and keep doing research on them until it's time to form. They form. Peter's like takes like a mentor role, and then starts being Spider-Man a little bit after, and becomes Spider-Man during that. But I also would have done, and then yeah, they fight the Squadron Supreme, to make the multiverse and kind of set up um, everything. And then twist in that movie is that one of the guys, I forget his name, was not it's not Nightwing, but whatever, Nighthawk or something, is a variant of Peter. I'm getting off the rails here. It makes more sense when I'm reading this, but uh, he is a variant of Peter from a different world. And just turned a villain after losing everybody that he loves, because that's what happens to Peter Parker and Spider Man. Um, but he brings in the mutants. He in like a what is it? It's some type of gas that creates like inhumans and metahumans, or not metahumans, but he just does that gas on Earth, and you know the mutants come. Mutants get their powers, and you just see that. That's what I would have done, and then just kind of done the next Avengers movie as like the Avengers versus X-Men, or maybe having Avengers versus Namor. But yeah, that's what I would have done. I thought that would have been pretty cool. But again, I probably just jumped around a little bit, but yeah. I also would have had Peter in Deadpool and Wolverine. I think that would have been pretty cool, but that was probably a licensing issue. So, and then it would have been established during the Young Avengers show that MJ and Ned were roommates of Riri Williams at MIT. I think that would have been cool to just bring everything together and just show connections between everything, because I feel like that's gotten off the edge in it. But they just had Yelena in the Spider-Man movie, so that was more connection based. But I would have had that too. And then yeah, the Young Avengers shows come out. They all get together. Um, but yeah, Peter's now we're back in a Spider-Man movie or Spider-Man TV show. I think a Spider-Man TV show would be better than the movies, but $2 billion say otherwise. So he's with Harry and Gwen and moving on, but he's still running into MJ and Ned. But he's happy that they're moved on. What I would have done is that they all would have been together in a summer or winter internship program by the Connors and Octavius's, for like OpsCorp or whatever, and that's how they would have met. And then, but Peter keeps his distance, trying to be with Gwen and Harry. Um, but Riri comes to town, has like a birthday party. And by this point, Peter tells the Young Avengers and Riri everything about what happened to him being erased, and him actually knowing MJ and Ned, and so Riri has like a birthday party with everybody, Young Avengers and all their friends, and just tells MJ during like a blackout drunk, like, you and Peter were together, but you don't remember, because but he's such a good guy, but you're gonna love him again. And she's like, what the hell was that? And then she goes to Strange, who designs her, doesn't see Peter, and then goes to Mephisto to try and get her memories back. And then she makes a deal with Mephisto to get her memories back with Peter, but it's a deal with the devil, and unfortunately it probably curses her. um but yeah, that's what I would have done. It makes a lot more sense written down and just kind of not on the top of my dome. But Spider-Man. I don't think that's what's happening in the shows. I would love to write for the shows. I don't know how I can get that job, but if I don't know if you're watching this, but yeah, I would love to kind of just be a part of it in any way. It's what I would have should have done in college, and instead of being just a random business major, actually doing writing and stuff, which I wanted to do, but I don't know, just did not think of it, unfortunately. But I feel like I got a lot of good ideas to write and make shows, movies about, but I just gotta find a way to just get started. I'm more of like an ideas person than an actual like execution person, and actually writing things out. But once I just figure out how to do that and just maybe just start writing or something, just hopefully things work out. So yeah, that's my whole rant on Spider-Man. Um, so tires season three, I thought was really funny. It was good, like foreshadowing throughout the series about what was happening, like him getting the girl pregnant, him taking over the shop with him and his cousin. But yeah, really funny. Some good cameos. Dan Soder was hilarious, but that was more like a small role. Girl from Superman and Lois is kind of funny. The girl that Jane actually gets pregnant. Um, Karen Feehan coming back and having sex with Will again was funny. Riley Lee was really funny. Stavros was being really funny. Chris O'Connor and Kylo were really funny again. Foley was funny again. But yeah, all in all, really funny. Looking forward to it. Probably the funniest season yet, so I'm looking forward to next year. But love to just be involved in any way of Datsic Productions, either like a PA or something. But I know they film 15, 20 minutes away from me, so I just trying to reach out any way I can to just help out or be a part of it and just learn what it takes to like run a show. And maybe even pitch some ideas, but they probably don't want to hear anything. But I feel like I got things that people want to see, and but yeah, just get started with that. Um, one thing I feel like they're gonna push for next season is Stavros fucking again, which I don't really want to see. I don't really like when comedians or actors go out of the way and just you know write them having sex with hot women, especially when they're really real ugly. Like I know Stavros fucks whores, just because he's famous and there's so many online whores out there. But like I don't want to see it. You know, I don't want to see that. That's fine. Do you do you, but just don't have it on the TV scene. Like him going to strip club is fine, but him, having sex with that hot like receptionist out of nowhere was weird. But yeah, yeah. So that's my rant on that. Where we at 20 minutes already. And then Reacher season four coming out just came out. Um, 4 episodes down. I just binged them last night. Really good. Back to Reacher. Back in Philadelphia, which was cool. We're going between Philly and Washington D.C. is Baltimore is where been out. But interesting story. But then the great twist of the last episode is where I was what's her name? Lila or something. Kind of like weird from her the entire time, but it looks like that she's the villain of the season. Actually, her and that like older Indonesian woman are the villains, and they want to, I guess, expose U.S.'s involvement in helping a dictator of Indonesia about 40 years ago. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And that she killed someone that she said was protecting or was just friends with and helping get the story come out. Maybe but looks killing him with she killed the son. I don't know why she killed the son, but she killed the son of someone that was a Temple football in the show, and yeah, she kidnapped. It looks like blackmailing the mom. Son dies. And they have no more blackmail leverage, and then the mother killed herself. But it's on the train in front of Reacher. But wild. Got to see what's in store for the rest of the season. It looks like it's about to rain again. Shoot, a lot of rain recently in Pennsylvania. If you're seeing that too, good luck. Safe. But yeah, that's it for about off the top, off the dome kind of reactions. We're about 20 minutes in, so let's just get to scrolling and reacting, shall we? All right. Oh, Wyndham Clark just won the BMW championship. Good for him, I guess. Is that the guy that? Please tell me that's the guy that Baker Mayfield had sex with his ex girlfriend or girlfriend at the time. That's an all time story. I just find out about this year, but that's hilarious. Um, all right, but all right, let's get into um, scrolling and reacting. Sports news starting with today. Ashton Genty unable to put on weight on leg knee injury. Oh no, that's not good. Ashton Genty was supposed to be like a breakout candidate for this year, but man, football is such a weird sport, a lot of injuries, and any time of the year. I really hope he's okay. Ashton, oh, it sucks for the Raiders, man. I thought he was gonna be really good, man. Left practice, boy. An apparent knee injury while diving for a ball. That's rough, man. Shout prayers to him. JJ Belay hit the cycle last night. Pretty decent. Carlin Stanton may not return in 2026 after new injury. Boy, tough for Giancarlo Stanton. Just like an all-time power guy, but just cannot stay healthy. And when he does, but when he's hitting, well, after getting 36 now too, yikes, that might not be it. Um, but man, prayers up to Giancarlo Stanton and Ashton Dente. Nick Chubb retires from the NFL. Shout out Nick Chubb. Just great career. Unfortunate injuries just riddled him. I thought he was going to just a horrible, just weird injury against the Steelers. But yeah, hopefully he can get back to it. 4 consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons, and just injury in Georgia, and then man, he's 30 years old. Wow. I saw that picture of the Georgia running backs calling it a career. It was him, Gurley, and Michelle. Man, injuries, injuries, injuries. Unfortunately, Nuggets signed DeMar DeRozan. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan for keep going. One of probably most underrated players of the 2010s. Same thing with Klay Thompson. He just signed with the Heat. Shout out Klay Thompson. Oh, Mavericks bought him out. Timberwolves got sold. I didn't see that. $4.5 billion got sold out of the Alex Rodriguez group, or okay, interesting. Oh, we'll get into the Dodgers stuff. Don't you worry. Kate Anderson calling up for the Mariners. Center withdraws from the U.S. Open. James Harden re-signed with the Cavs on a 3-year, $97 million contract. Jesus Christ. Vita Vea signed contract extension. Congratulations for him. This was after he requested a trade, I believe. So I guess good for him. Jaden Tickens tears his ACL. Oof. Very bright spot of the Texans rookie year last year, but man, that sucks. We're really hoping the Texans will be good. They've never won a championship. I think they can be great. They got a great defense, but it's just their offense. Really, just CJ Stroud, just playing like a playing good quarterback and not being dumb with turnovers and just dumb decisions holding the ball. But that does not help. Oh yeah, Catal Marte posted on restricted last after not showing what defendant part. That was like a Monday story, and he just I don't know, just weird. Took a list after travel with the team to Boston, but didn't show up with Fenway, and what he didn't know about it until like an hour before game time. Fenway tried to give benefit of the doubt, so he didn't release their lineup until close to the first pitch. Or Arizona concerned he was fine, and since then he was just seen at a casino or some type of thing like that. Mets did about 6 years ago with Jonas Cespedes. Reports about last year of how issues in the clubhouse. But man, I thought he was going to get traded in the offseason. I feel like he should have. But he's maybe, probably not. Maybe I don't. Maybe getting traded in the offseason. We'll know with the lockout coming, but who knows? Jordan Tyson out 2 months. Is he a rookie? Arizona State. Yeah, I believe it was a rookie. But him and Chris Olave injury concerns. Von Miller's on the Cowboys. Tommy John passed away. He's Tommy John. I didn't realize how great of a career he had. I only, knew him with the injury, but he has a really great career, and I hope he gets in the Hall of Fame. He probably should have been in before he dies, but unfortunately, you see that with a lot of guys get in, post their death. Another crazy story. Last Saturday, Joshua Baez hit 3 home runs in his first 3 MLB appearances, adjusted his 4th, unfortunately, against Luis Lizardo on Friday night. But a lot of strikeouts since then, but who cares? I mean, 3 at-bats, 3 home runs, like that's insane. Oh, Devin Winterspoon got a contract extension. Did not see that. 4 years, $132 million. Jesus Christ. Yep. Eagles got to do something with Coop and Mitchell soon, but we'll see. Don't know who that is. DeMarcus Lawrence to retire after 2026. Is that the Cowboys? I remember before the season, or before when he signed with the Seattle, it's like Dallas to go sign to win a Super Bowl. Everyone was calling him crazy, and he fucking won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. So shout out to him. Horns acquired Dennis Schroeder. James Pierce submitted 6 games. I kind of don't want to talk about that. Phillies beat the Twins in the Iowa game. Talked about that already. Clippers signed Bradley Beal. Seahawks signed Terran Orrell. I feel like that's probably a mistake with all his legal issues brewing and just kind of crazy. Like Hunter Green likely out till 2028. I just saw he got injured again or he got a surgery again. But that sucks. Expect to miss the entire 2027. Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully he bounces back. But just another guy with injury concerns. Panthers signed Darren Waller. Did not know that. Is he still coming on retirement? Wow, that's crazy. Did not hear about that. Russell Westbrook retired. I did hear that, but I didn't check. All-time player, one of our players, all-time future Hall of Famer. A little overhated for his last couple of years, but I don't care. He was just so electric and watch. Glad he, was able to hang him up on his own. No injuries or anything. So yeah. Iger and Kushner purchasing Lakers for $12 billion. This is no stories about the Dodgers and Walter for All Sports News, but I don't know much about that. But it seems like the Dodgers have been doing shady shit for years, and they should have their trophies taken away. Flip that. Hopefully they do. Genie Bus. Begin the control course. Let's put his. I don't know. Is that Kyler Murray got officially named as starting quarterback of the 49 Vikings? I don't see why that's so bad. I mean, it was probably going to happen anyway. JJ's like 22, 23 years old. I mean, he should be fine. I little comparisons between JJ McCarthy and Zach Wilson, but you have a great team around you. Anything can happen. Just got to have to make great decisions. I think JJ is fine. Kyler's probably shown his ceiling. I don't think JJ has at all. Colin Williams got 3 years, $106 million. Wow. All right, shout out him. Don Nelson's passed away. Rest in peace. Teddy Bridger leave Giants. I did not hear that story at all. I didn't realize. I forgot he was with the Lions again. But yeah. Oh boy, Laremy Tunsil missed a significant portion of the season with the tricep. Not like that. Shout out him. Hopefully he heals up. Colts at 25. Wow. This guy's not liking the Colts. Or the Panthers. Wow. Panthers made the playoffs last year. Athletics fired their GM David Frost. Did not hear about that. Frost get a 4 years, $100 million contract extension. I thought he was a bust, but maybe I haven't been paying attention. I thought he had a rough rookie year, but I guess he's bounced back. So good for him. Twins call Callan Culpepper. I think I heard that. Is he the son of Dante? Does anyone know a relation to him? I guess not. But I mean, Minnesota. Never mind. Lions signed Jahmyr Gibbs a record contract extension, 3 years, 67.5. I thought a bit more, but I guess running backs don't make as much because the wear and tear on the bodies. But shout out him, one of the most electric players in the NFL right now. Colts signed this is right after Jonathan Taylor extension, a 2-year, $44 million contract. I think Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league. He was on a great year and then kind of just cooled off, but that's what all the Colts did. But hope shout out him, stay healthy. PCA and Otani had 2 home runs each in the same game, and the Cubs win. Stephon Diggs signed with the Commanders. He might be washed, but who knows? Darnell Wright got a 4 years, $116 million by the Bears. Jalen Walker tore his ACL. Unfortunately, Ravens signed Zay Flowers 4 year, $140 million. Bijan got 3 years, 66.75. Hold on. So if that's 66.75 and got 67.5, that's just definitely a fuck you from Gibbs to Bijan. Just give me like $1 million more. I think that's it. I think I'm caught up on sports news from All Sports News. I'll just save that to just be a reminder. Let's go to KFC Barstool. Just react to. Let's see. Kim Kardashian's new show about Little League baseball moms. Good luck with that. Hacker hacked into GTA 6 has a dead switch to make the game public. I don't know. I'm not a gamer. That's kind of going over my head. I know GTA 6 has been a meme for how long it hasn't been out, for how long it's been producing for. It's like all these things are coming out before GTA 6 and 5. I don't know. Just released the game. Hopefully, if you guys like it. Lanterns is far. Haven't seen it yet, but I heard good things. Heard some weird things, but most of all good things. Massive car wreck. I don't like. Hopefully you're good. Tatis had a pretty cool home run robbery against the Mets. Um, Always Sunny, new season. Shout out, Always Sunny, hilarious, all time show. Um, Morning show guys, and it's Derek after female co-host asked him if they eat beaver. Obviously, beaver is a cool word for vagina, and she initially just asked with a question like no hesitation, just not even seeing the difference. But that's pretty funny. Karen Terry unfortunately passed away. Some weird circumstances around her death. Hopefully, justice prevails. If whoever's responsible gets, locked up or something, just so unfortunate. Just all time crush, all time actress. Um, Wrapping weird to announce their schedule announcement. Yeah, good things about it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll probably watch that alone or definitely not with my family. Oh yeah, the Little League scandals. Holy shit. So weird, weird, weird. So basically, team was like lying about you know um how they gotten players to play for this one league, like making up brothers or something like that, making up special needs brothers or something, and playing outside districts and stuff. So weird. Why do they care? Like my little league team, my 12-year team was really good. We played like a bunch of 13 or 14-year-olds, unfortunately, in the same. Like we weren't, we were 50-70, which was something else. Which was it wasn't little league, which is 46-60, but I forget what we were called. But I don't know, they had just allowed it, and we got smoked by them. But I think we were really good. I mean, we're a really good travel team, so we won a few tournaments, and we finished like top 20 in Cooperstown one time, which was kind of hard to do. But it was just a good time, and like we all knew each other. We knew each other for years, so yeah, it's like what you want to do with your boys is just be at the top. Not just wait till high school to just play with kids that you never do or never know, and just out of your district. Best team's best team, but like weird, weird, weird. Skating a half pipe during a solar eclipse. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. I have not. I've also Dragon season 3. I've heard great things about it. That was more could have been, so that's very intriguing. But I got to get HBO Max. Uh, oh yeah, the weird scoreboard thing with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. I had the wrong number of outs on the board. Players of the Red Sox were following that. So they're running all the way on a fly ball, but it was the second out. They doubled the guy at first, but the guy at third, it was first and third, 1 out, I believe, and the guy at third already touched home, and then they granted the run as like a fourth out rule, which is weird, but I feel like they should have gotten him out, and they counted the run. It was weird, 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 but I don't know. They fix that for the next CBA, I guess. Yeah, KFC really likes home one. Make him a story about a dying grandmother to trick her to win some money. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Oh yeah, Drake on that YouTube show for like speed dating stuff. I mean, Drake's probably fucked 250,000 women in his life. Probably ran through the entire 50 70 women that 20 to like 70 million women on the show. Probably fucked them at the same time. I really don't care. I'm sure he does. I don't need to see it. I don't just doing stuff for views, I guess. A celebration jumped into a sinkhole on a soccer celebration. That was interesting. Pet duck Louis the pet duck helps a dog from seizures. That's awesome. Shout out Duck and Dog. Oh my God, did I even get in Sophie Cunningham player? She got fouled really hard, and then the player that fouled her got ejected, and then she tweeted out white privilege. It's fucking nuts, just retarded. But I don't know. We're just crazy times. More craziness. An NBA player, Royce White, wants to get into WNBA, but he left because he's too afraid to fly or something like that. Jesus. Dennis Cantor also declaring for the NBA. The whole Lindsay Clancy saga, I don't really want to know. Hopefully, she looked like she killed her 3 kids and should be responsible for it. I don't really want to hear any arguments. Um, just a really sad and unfortunate situation, and just hope justice prevails. Some guy set up the actual Spider-Man kiss from a Spider-Man kissing booth. Shout out him. Pickleball drama. I just played pickleball the other day with my mom. Just a nice game, casual. I had a cheap racket and it just busted after like 5 minutes of playing. Yeah, it sucks. Oh yeah, the whole like NFL and WAGs group. It looks like just to promote more celebrities with dating football players. Madison Beer and Justin Herbert. I hope they're a real couple. I hope they're not fake, but there was some videotaped on the practice. I don't really care. It was after practice. It looks like this looks like some of it's during, but it looks like everyone's with their wives or girlfriends or something like that.
Absolutely bombed. But I was reading in.
I don't know, watching this. I don't know, some guy from 90 Day Fiance made out with a chick at a Kill Tony show. Okay. Oh, she looked way taller than him. She's not that attractive, but hey, still got something right. Ew. That's a full out makeout. Ew. Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah, the Usher and the whole thing. Usher, I don't know, danced on a girl on stage, and I guess she didn't want to do it, and he kicked her off. Yeah, weird thing by Usher. Hopefully, your wife or girlfriend never takes a dancer like that, where they just straddles him and stuff. But shout out on about the good wife and girlfriend. Or we're gonna finish with viral culture, hopefully stuff. Oh, Spiderman finally not #1 on the weekend from Insidious. Shout out. That's crazy. Mark James wants to style Luigi Mangione for trial. What the fuck are we doing? This guy murdered somebody in. No, he killed someone. He killed a guy that's not even fucking hospital. The medical insurance. They're still going to do it no matter who's the CEO. It's the fucking board that chooses everything. They just pick someone else to do the same exact thing. It changed nothing. Justin Bieber's son turned 2. Let's see what else. Dua Lipa birthday. Happy birthday, Dua Lipa. Shout out Colin Turner. I'm just married. Shaq. invited to be an Avengers movie. Marvel turned him down. Yeah, no shit. Meghan Markle acting again, I guess. Chase Stokes or Outer Banks just premiered. I'm not really haven't watched any of the show, but I know people like it a lot. Boy, his liver and kidney failing after the show ended. Is that just from drinking? That physique? Hopefully it's good. Chris Bound, ex-housekeeper, will collect $13 million from his house from his tour earnings. How? When she was attacked by his shepherd. Oof, 200-pound shepherd. Jesus Christ. Dog alive still? Probably not. All right. Hopefully she's okay. Ariana Grande is the one to use. Trump to use for music. I can't tell you what. It just had a birthday. She passed away right before her birthday. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moving back to the UK. Josh Renner says how Mother Richard cast is not even close with each other, or he's not close with the cast. That's a little weird. Charlie from Good Luck Charlie starting her senior year at high school. That's rough. That's crazy. Time flies. Oh yeah, Marvel had their big casting. It was a Kid Connor as Cyclops, Indy Navarrete as was she Rogue, Sadie Sink's already Jean, Christopher Abbott's playing Professor X, which is weird, interesting. Samara Weaving's Emma Frost. Newcomers, Storm, I forget her name. I think that's it. Charles Melton allegedly turned out Beast. I thought he was too handsome for Beast. I don't know what he could play though. But Lee Pace, Matt Smith, and Henry Cavill are being eyed for Magneto. Out of these, I'd go Lee Pace. I don't think it's Matt Smith. Don't think it really fits Henry Cavill too. I think Lee Pace would be great in it. Taylor Lautner had a baby shower with his wife. DA has joined the investigation into Hayden Panettiere's death. Good. Post Malone got engaged. All right, good for him. Yeah. Tom Holland's now the highest paid actor of 2026. I guess shout out to him. Obviously, he's the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. What did that pass? Deadpool Wolverine. Count Turner's 36. Jeez. Robin Williams' kids reactivated his Instagram to protect his legacy from AI. Shout out to his kids. Role model and Dakota Johnson. Don't even know they're together. There's still a couple I just passed that I hope they break up soon. But I just saw post them together, and I figured that was coming just because I haven't seen anything for a while, and I just thought that into existence, unfortunately. I think Kid Connor's going to be a great Cyclops. I like him a lot. He's taller than I thought he was. I thought he looked shorter, but it says he's 6'1", so who knows if that's a Hollywood 5'11", or if that's a Hollywood 6'1", like a real life 5'11", 5'10", but we'll see. Most apparently good talks about Hayden Panettieре, Laura Rage. I don't know who that is. She's very attractive and seems like a good music. Haley Steinfeld talking about being a mom. Tom Holland reportedly getting $100 million for Brand New Day. Jesus Christ, good for him. Woods and Carl Anthony Towns got married. Happy for them. Good for them. Shout out them. Shout out Go Birds. Selma Hayek is now a grandmother. I mean, probably the hottest gilf in the world. Is that Timothy Chalamet that's in that picture? Just Margot Robbie reported the lead of the next Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel like I've heard that rumor for like the past 5 years, and nothing's happened with the movie since. Just more hated planetary tributes. Jack Loudon, frontrunner for the next James Bond. I don't know what it is. He's from. I'd probably go Callum Turner or Henry Cavill. That's just my opinion. I don't know who Jack Loudon's from, but 36 years old, hated planetary. Really unfortunate. Tom Holland to play Hercules and say to play Meg. No. Hercules is like 6'3" and jacked. Tom Holland is maybe 5'6". Tim McRae and Jack Hughes allegedly broke up, and she might be back with Killer Roy. Tim McRae, probably one of the hottest women in the world, honestly, right now. Just find happiness, I guess. I don't really know or care. But not Killer Roy. Killer Roy seems like a fucking douchebag, but most of those singers do. Maya Boyd is Storm. That's who she is. Congratulations to her. Unknown theater actress, so Broadway actress, so they work out well. Tom Holland has good advice. If you have a problem with me, text me. If you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. That's great advice. Good for him. Shea Rudolph has been cast as Dean's little sister, Summer, in Off Campus Season 2. Fair enough. I don't recognize her, but set up Dean and Allie's story. She does look like Dean. I mean, well, just the blonde hair, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that season next year. Halle Berry turned 60. Jesus Christ. Shout out Halle Berry. Glenn Powell talks to play Gaston in a prequel to Beauty and the Beast. Luke Evans was pretty good. Luigi Mangione, there he goes. I knew what I was doing. I shot him, and I knew exactly what he was doing. What I was doing was illegal. I mean, this is crazy. I did nothing. There's no reasonable awareness, and I did not. Plead guilty. Yeah, he's guilty. Doja Cat and Owl and Tiger are beefing. Okay. Jeez. Matthew McConaughey got out of a police stop in Mexico by name dropping Jennifer Lopez. All right. Brought up the movie they were in together. What were they? Was it Monster-in-Law? Oh, Wedding Planner. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I like that movie. Brad Pitt says Brad acting drives me crazy. That's why I can't watch porn. And then him talking about getting drinking again and his kind of family leaving him. Fortunately, let's see. Travis Kelce got married at SMG was his dream night. I thought that was kind of weird, but what am I else going to say? Tom Holland's workout routine. August 12th, Jesus. Oh yeah, trailer for Social Awakening, the Social Network. Weird trailer. Weird photos of Jenna Ortega. Hopefully she's okay. Cristiano Ronaldo got married. It was Jen Terry, but she just had a. I'm gonna search her up after this. Just scrolling and reacting. Kylie Jenner had a birthday party earlier this month. Brad Pitt was what sidle thoughts from after his split with Angelina Jolie. Brad Pitt, 7 years sober. Every applause out her baby. 20v1 dating show for Drake. So I'm gonna say he had sex with all of them pretty recently after that video came out. Melissa Barrera still blacklisted from Hollywood. Yeah, kind of weird. She hasn't worked since, but I personally thought she would have been Hawk. I think she should have been Hawk Girl. I would have Isa Gonzalez and then Adriana Jonah as Wonder Woman. I like as Warmer said. I just think she's really small and awkward to role as Hawk Girl, but that's just my opinion. Michael B. Jordan and Ray together at a Six Flags. I only see one picture of them, but seems like could just set up something. Tim McCray and Jack Hughes broken up. Sadie Sink didn't tell that Stranger Things that she was cast as Jean Grey. How long? I wonder how long she was cast. But seems like she has a great meme of her just reading. Everyone's crying when the show was wrapping, during a table read, and she's just like dead fear. She was like, what's going on? All right. Yeah, it's like the casuals when you got Jean Grey locked up for the next 20 years. It's pretty funny. Sam Neill passed away. Rest in peace, Sam Neill. Grown Ups 3 filming now. Chris Hansen, Pattinson in it, which is kind of nuts. Dude, Robert Pattinson might have some of the best Hollywood range in the world. All right, it's right August 5th now. I wonder when it is. No. Yes, no. No, Sebastian Stan has a kid. Shout out Sebastian Stan. And who's his girlfriend, Annabelle Wallace from Peaky Blinders. And what was that, X-Men First Class? All right, what did I say, 57 minutes? All right, hopefully we'll wrap it up soon. We won't go too far. Don't press browse. Rob Penn's wife has never seen Twilight. Brad Day, the biggest domestic weekend of all time. Is that it? 927 million in the first weekend. Jesus. Sorry, is that it? Porno star Pastor passed away. August. That's got to be rest in peace. I feel like that's it. All right, so that'll be it for the Young and Dumb. So I went to last weekend. I was at the Poconos with friends, and we played golf the first day, and it was my family lake house that I invited everybody at. We were over to go, and in passing, one of the guys pays for everybody to play, and he's like, "I just Venmo me later." He's like, "Hey, brings up playing, just Venmo me and stuff." Great. I was like, "Okay, fine." And then I find $20. Of course, actually, I just gave it to him. I was like, "All right, there's half of it." But after the trip, I was like, it's kind of fucked up. I have to pay him, right? Like, I mean, he's staying at my place for 3 days. He's not paying anything. We're all bringing food and water or food and drinks there. But I'm like, I'm not asking anybody to pay. Like, again, like this is like I'm hosting everybody. Like, I don't have to do that. But like, we had a good time here. But like, I mean, we're talking about like $40 here. And he also got a ride. Like, he also didn't drive. Like, he was also brought the other two guys I played with. Ironically, drove him there. One guy drove him there for like 2 hours, and the other guy drove him back for another 2 hours. And he still asking us all to pay. Yeah, so I brought it up to him in a text. I was like, "That's kind of fucked up and weird that he made us pay." Brought up to one of my other friends that paid. He's like, "Yeah, I had no problem paying. Why do you have a problem paying?" Well, I was like, "Well, yeah, like I hosted him, and you guys drove him. Like, he's like that should like if he drove there ever got an Uber, it would have been $100 Uber, and he wants us to pay like $40. And like if I rented this out to you guys, like I would have charged you guys like $20 a night. And it was just you here, it would have been like $400 a night. But like I'm not charging anybody, but yeah, so that was like a little discussion, and then I calmed down a bit, and I was just like, all right, I'll just apologize and just say, yeah, I'll pay you. So I took it to Reddit and it was like, hey, am I an asshole for calling him out? And overwhelming response was, yeah, I'm an asshole. But I didn't kind of respect. I didn't, see that one coming. I kind of thought I was in the clear. I thought, yeah, no shit. Like I'm the host. Like I don't like when you host something. Like yeah, you comp all the host stuff. Like you don't make the host pay for anything. Like yeah, you everything you help them out, and yeah. But I guess people don't have that same belief growing up. But yeah, so I apologized. But yeah, I talked to my family and like local friends about it, and but they were on my side. Like, yeah, like yeah, you shouldn't have paid for it. But I don't know. But yeah, I'll just say that's my young and dumb moment of the week, just for overreacting, I guess. But all right, that's this week's episode. We're over an hour long, longest episode ever. I'll be promoting this after on all the platforms. Reach out to me on X or Instagram and YouTube. Please comment, like, and share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Yeah, bye bye. Have a great night. Have a great weekend.